Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about why Roblox Welcome to Bloxburg is dying. So the place was created on November 4th, 2014. And as of when I'm recording this on August 29th, 2022, it is on a downfall and has been all year. Starting at the end of last year, it wasn't getting many updates. It was getting updated about every month and a half. And prior to that, for as long as I've been playing, which is back in 2017, it had been getting updates every month. There was no update day like this, every 10th of the month was an update, but on average it was about a month, maybe a little under, a little over, but it was about a month, and that sustained the game for years. Back in 2020, it had its peak among other Roblox games when people were able to spend more time playing video games. And ever since, it's been plummeting, and all year it's really had a big dip in players, and that could be down to multiple things, but one of them, and what I think is the biggest one, is the fact that people's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. I've seen this myself firsthand, that it takes a lot to keep people's attention. But not only that, but with fewer updates, even the most loyal players are getting bored. The last job update where we got a new job was years ago with the mining job. And the last skill update was, again, years ago, back in 2018, when we got the gardening update. There really hasn't been many big updates. Big in size, yes. But other than that, the last big update we got was the basic shape update, and even that was end of last year. So you can see how lately Bloxburg has really been dying. As of when I'm recording this video, it only has 84,000 players, and the like to dislike ratio is great. It is beyond great, with over 4 million likes and only about 504,000 dislikes. This game has over 6.4 billion visits and over 12 million favorites. But that doesn't really sustain the game. And with it being a paid game, that makes it even harder for it to grow and have a more consistent player base. Because people have to pay real money to get Robux in order to play this. The game costs upfront 25 Robux to play, and you have it forever on that account. But there's game passes that are not necessary at all, but a lot of people want them, and for some people they're key features, like the advanced placing game pass or the multiple floors game pass. Those are what a lot of people say are crucial, and this year we have lost a game pass, but also gained a game pass. So the game pass we have lost is because of the Roblox audio policy changing, and the game pass we gained is the Marvelous Mood game pass. And I have all the game passes now. I did not have the unlocked stereo game pass, just simply because I didn't want it. But overall, if you own all the game passes, it can set you back a lot. I'll put the total amount of money in USD on screen, but it's a good amount, and for some they can't afford that. So with this being a paid game and the lack of new features getting added, it's no wonder that the game is dying. Other things that they've had to code into the game because it's a paid game is their own private server setup, because when you have the game paid access, you can't use Roblox's private server setup. So they had to code in their own version of that, which is the neighborhoods setup, and that costs Robux. For a year, it's over 1,000 Robux. It's cheaper to buy it in the longer periods of time, but also you don't know if you're going to be playing it that much longer. So it's an investment, and that can only add to the price. So with all this considered, it's no wonder why Bloxburg is dying. But it's also just due to people playing it for so long, and even though they're a loyal player, they get bored. They don't want to play the same game all day, every day, or most days, and for periods of time that they get bored. They haven't updated some of the key things like the map in years. There's only been one permanent map update that I've seen, and that's the map extension to add like the highway up in the back. Other than that, it's been the same map for the 5 years I've been playing. So with that, people want a map update and new features in the map. It's no wonder, it's a more so boring kind of looking map, and it's dated. It looks like a map made back in 2014. And a lot of people just want a full map revamp, but I believe that they could just revamp some of the buildings that look the most dated and just touch them up a little bit, and it'll look like a new map. I do get why people want more buildings and things. It'll be easier for role plays, which it just needs a little bit of work, and I think that it could be a big game again. It'll definitely take some time to get the players back, but I believe that Bloxburg can be saved. It just needs a little bit of work, and the developers, it's only a 2-person development team. Coeptus, which is the owner of Bloxburg, and Froggy Hops, which is, I'm pretty sure, the main developer. They have a few other people on their team, but other than that, it's really just them. And every day, more and more people are quitting Bloxburg for good. And there are new players, but not as many as there once were. You join a public server of Bloxburg, and there's not really any newer players. Everyone has played for a long period of time, and there's really a lot of boredom that can come, and every day people's attention span is lower and lower. So for this reason, Bloxburg, just with the lack of consistent updates, has just started to die. Not because it's not a good game, but just simply because games come and go. And Bloxburg has had a really good run, and a very long run at that, especially considering it's a paid game, but it's coming to an end. And this Bloxburg being on the homepage in the popular section is coming to an end. It's going lower and lower every day, and on the weekends it peaks. But that's just because it's the weekend. So with Bloxburg dying, a lot of content creators that were making videos consistently of just Bloxburg are now doing other games. I myself have ventured off just because Bloxburg isn't doing that well anymore. And I have to, for my personal well-being, I have to move on. I still do the occasional Bloxburg video. Like last week's video was building my dream office in Bloxburg, which I'll put in a card, but it just dies, and with every player that goes, there isn't a new one to replace. So I don't see this game being popular that much longer, but I think it can be revived if the developers put their work in the right areas. So yeah, that is my thoughts, and if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe and ring the bell icon. And comment down below what you think. Do you think Bloxburg will be saved? Or do you think it's the end for Bloxburg? See you all in the next one. Bye.